there we were.
Hey folks, welcome to the Dungeons of Castle Blackmoor. My name is Tad Kilgore. I am your Dungeon Master this day. We are actually on episode 31 of our campaign, and we're pretty excited about that. Our players are now 6th level, coming up on 7th level. If you haven't watched my stream before, a few things we do that I think really add to our game. First thing we do is we make all of our skill rolls over in the tower and Fantasy Grounds, and we use Fantasy Grounds as a platform. And what that does for us, and why we like that, is when I give the players feedback, they're responding to how I physically describe the environment, which gets them in the skin of their players a little bit more. And we like that quite a bit. That's thing one. Thing two, we're pretty much, or we try to always be in character. And by that in character, I mean we respond to the environment as the way our characters would as much as we possibly can. And the conversations that we have are assumed to be in character. Now, every once in a while, folks will stop into game speak. That'll happen when serious grind is on in combat. It's real easy to shift over into the tactics of the mechanics, and that happens every once in a while, and that's just part of it in the game. But if you're having a conversation with or around each other, or when you're having a conversation with or around NPCs, they hear what you're saying, and they assume what you're saying is directed at them in sort of a real kind of environment. And so that means that if you're talking about the tactics to scam the merchant prince, in front of the merchant prince, he hears you and he knows what's going on. And those of you folks that have played with me at conventions when I'm DMing, you've seen that before. You're familiar with that being Tad's role. So what the players have been going through, and I'm going to give us a real quick recap, and then we're going to go into some brief introductions for our players, is they have been going in and out of the dungeons of Castle Blackmoor. And they've realized that the dungeons are tied to what's going on the surface, and their actions down here are influencing what's going on above, and there's been responses. And they've identified that probably the Egg of Coot, who's a really long-term villain in Blackmoor, is responsible for this and has somehow infected, influenced, shaped what's going on in the dungeon. And they also have found an artifact that they're carrying around, and that's right now being carried by Idris Regan. It's being paid by PJ Slama. So they have an ancient elven moonblade from a house that's now defunct, and within that moonblade is this individual called Shia, who is a personality that steps forward every once in a while to help them and has knowledge of the dungeon, and they've been slowly being able to bring her out more and more to interact with them, support them, and give them more information. So the players now are in their third descent down in the dungeons of Castle Blackmoor, and King Uther and the Regency Council have given them direct license to be here and do so. And there have been many, many groups recently that have gone down, disappeared, or come back broken and shattered, and they are trying to break that trend. They're trying to be the group that figures out exactly what's been going on and why it's been a constant threat to Blackmoor over the last several years. All that being said, we will step over and talk to our players a little bit. PJ, why don't you introduce Idris, talk about what you're looking for yourself today in the game, where you are from last session, and just talk about yourself a little bit too.
Sure. What is Idris looking for in this game? I think he's looking for love in all the wrong places. And right now, he's just currently wondering what he's doing in this room full of chains animated on him, because it's been, like you said, non-stop on this level with all the different groups. For myself, I would just say drink your water. It's great. Stay hydrated. That's my promo. Looking forward to another 69 more episodes till we get syndicated and get that royalty money coming in. And then as far as the long term for the game is, I'm actually looking forward to getting back out of the dungeon and taking care of some business outside with all the stuff that we had done previously. Because out there, it feels like it's less easier to get killed than in this place. So that's where I'm at right now.
Matt, why don't you talk about yourself, talk about Penny a little bit, where your character is and what you're looking for today.
Well, I would have to disagree with Idris because I find that people are way more inclined to try and kill us outside of the dungeon than inside of the dungeon. At least we have like a good idea of who's trying to kill us inside the dungeon, which is everybody. Outside, they're all like mixed up with, weird necklaces and stuff that make them want to slit our throats in our sleep. So But yeah, I too also would like to get out of the dungeon at some point in time because this place is just full of hordes of hideous monsters that want to murder us at every step. I am very happy with how efficiently we moved through those last couple of rooms last week, though. I feel like the team is finally coming together, We're kicking butt, taking names. So Penny's happy, Matt's happy.
Excellent. Dalbert. So, Jimmy, let's talk about who you are, what you do, and where your character is this week.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. The only thing I do here on Twitch is run a game tomorrow. It'll be Star Wars. Tad's in it. And as far as Delbert's looking for the signs that say this way to the egress. Yeah, I think it's time to probably head for the door. Yeah. He's tired. He's out of spells, and we're in the emergency power phase of wizardry stuff at this point. So things are getting a little grim. We did take out a chain devil, so there's that.
So I believe last week I asked you what you were down to, and you might have said harsh language. So, So, Jen, talk to us about Jenabink.
Jenabink is disappointed. Jenabink is deeply disappointed both in the intelligence of Idris, who apparently likes to just go running off into rooms and finding things, and yet has not gotten yelled at by Penny. So, for all of Jenabink's failings, she got all the Penny nonsense, and Idris has gotten none. And then, on top of that, she is disappointed that there is all this fleshy crap in the form of undead and chain devils when she really wants more of those damn constructs so she can learn things and investigate arcane science. So, all of this is wrapping up to just a failed descent into the dungeon until she can find some better arcane science.
Outstanding. So,
real quick point of order. Penny is not upset with Idris because Penny has given up all hope that Idris will change.
That, sir, is worth inspiration.
I will take it.
I can be noble when I want to. I can pivot.
You're welcome for the setup, Matt.
So, the chains that had been animated when the Khitan was alive fall and slap down against the walls. There's a ring as the chains fall and shake. For a second, you hear silence, and then there is a howl off in the distance, and it's deep, it's throaty, and you hear a long ululation, all right? And it's not orcish. You're not quite certain what voice it is, but then another one answers, and then you hear another, and then you hear another, and there's a smell in the air. The air has changed. So, Delbert, you feel, and Penny, you feel the floor vibrate slightly where you're standing. All right, what would you folks like to do?
I'm going to burn 15 points of lay on hands.
Excellent.
So I'm feeling a rumble, and
Yeah.
it's not coming from my tummy.
No, let's see. You feel it coming directly from the door after the Khitan died. All right, there's like a sound wave almost pass underneath your feet to the walls. You guys feel it, and it's just Penny and just Delbert that are feeling this.
We got
You
some
feel that?
incoming boys and girls, and I will immediately cast Good Berries twice if I have the time, and hand 10 to Idris and 10 to Jenabink because they look the most...
All right, so you're casting spells over the course of the next 2 rounds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's everybody else doing over the course of the next couple minutes?
So Jenabink is going to cast Cure Wounds on herself and have Catapult heal himself once.
Okay.
And then after that, she's going to start mending him for as long as she can.
Mending takes how long to do?
1 minute per execution of.
All right, so you go ahead and you heal yourself. He heals himself, and then you begin to use mending to do that. Idris, what are you doing?
Well, the one action was doing the lay on hands, and then the other one, I'll take the good berries from Penny and eat them.
And I highly recommend we move down to that hallway where they have to come like one at a time if there's a lot of them.
All right, so Idris, I'm going to assume moves to there, right? Jenabink, go ahead and finish your activities that you want to do. You aren't going to have time to cast a mending.
I'll take my full 30 on that move to get to the corner of Penny.
All right. So,
Jenabink and Idris will both heal 10 from the good berries.
Already noted it on mine, so you don't need to fix me up.
Okay. I don't know if Jen put 10 on herself from it.
I got it.
Cool.
all right, folks.
So I don't know if we want to bottleneck like that door where they got to come one at a time, like down at the end there. But that's probably our best bet of keeping them from swarming us.
I'm gonna just grab out a potion right quick and quaff it down. Might as well.
Okay, folks, here's what happens.
Purple worm. Purple worm.
Land shark. We do have a Dokray.
Yeah.
You can't have a Dokray without a land shark.
All right, folks, you see that door pops open, and standing on the other side of it, Idris, is... Go ahead and make a knowledge religion check for me.
There you go.
It's a guy wrapped in rags, all right, with balled up fists, all right?
It's the pores. They're coming to get me.
All right, everybody go ahead and make an initiative check, okay? Now, what happens, all right, is you guys are getting in position, and just as you're finishing up like your round 2 actions, just as you're starting to do it, door bursts open, things start to come through it, the other door bursts open, and there's a guy standing on the other side. And I'm going to roll for my bad guys now.
Well, at least now we know what some of the doors do. Look at all that investigation we saved.
That's right. You look down that corridor, and you can see that there's a long row of... what's your passive perception, by the way?
The technical term is FL.
All right. 10?
Plus 13. It's a 13.
13, okay. That's actually, you can tell that the doors along this corridor all just popped open. Just bang, all right? So we're going to drop into things. Delbert, you're on deck.
Hang on, map loading. My instinct is to haul ass, but
All right.
since that's not going to happen,
So here's what you're seeing, all right, in front of you. You can see something that's clearly a zombie, something that's clearly a ghoul, and then behind that, go ahead and off to Idris's left. Go ahead and give me a religion check.
okay.
Just because you've seen zombies before, you guys have seen ghouls before, you don't know if you've seen these creatures before.
I love how the dice tower is not on top, like constantly on top, like it should be. Religion.
You got a mummy off to your left and off to your right. And you know that the biggest threat these things carry is that they can be terrifying, but also they carry a disease that can be lethal under the wrong circumstances. So there's a couple of them. You do note that you're not smelling gassed, and based on your experience, if there were gas close with those doors open, you'd start to be aware of them. You're absolutely certain of it. All right. So what are you going to do? You've moved up. There's a ghoul directly in front of you.
I'm going to burn my very last spell slot.
Excellent.
And I'm going to cast Acid Wind.
Excellent. Do so.
So Acid Wind is a 15-foot cube, con or half damage. And if they fail their save, they're blinded. But we will make the 15-foot cube first. Select the selected people. And wham. Oh, what happened?
Oh, I'm approving all die rolls now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I approve your die rolls.
Hey, that's not terrible.
And they're all blind.
Yeah,
And they're all
keep up
blind.
those rolls. I'll take them all day.
That's right.
And since he's blinded, I can disengage. I will do so.
So you rolled up. Describe casting Acid Wind.
I roll up, I hold out my hand, and I blow across it, and acid just sprays out in a fine mist in front of me. And then I haul ass.
Excellent. All right.
How long are they blinded for?
Good question. Until the end of my next turn.
All right. So
Oh, I can do this. Hang on. Boop.
that skeleton whips around the corner, pulling out a short bow as it goes, and shoots an arrow at Penny. And Penny, that's a near miss. It wings really close to you, and then it falls back the rest of the way. Catapult is up.
Catapult should go after me.
Oh, hang on. Sorry about that, Jen. Sorry. I
It's all
will
good.
drop it to a 14. Go ahead. So that puts a zombie. Zombie rolls up next to Idris. Penny, you're up.
All right. I am going to bonus action put my hunter's mark on the mummy in front of Idris and do my thing.
Go for it.
This will be a sharpshooter as well. Be hit. And let me put this on myself. Ooh, resisted part. All right. And my second attack. Will hit. And then my Dread Ambusher attack. Well, all right, they have very low armor class. All right.
Bang, bang, bang. 3 arrows and the mummy goes down.
There's lots of bad things out here. I'll move back to there. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Actually, he's going to stop back here and shoot arrows. So, does that hit? Yes, Idris, you have an arrow.
It does. It does.
All right. Are you going to do anything?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
You take 5 points of damage from this skeleton's arrow.
Okay.
Next skeleton comes out and fires. And hits Delbert.
I will arcane deflect.
All right. What's that do to your AC?
It does, if I can find it,
Is it 2 to your AC?
that.
All right. So what was that take your AC to? What do you?
That takes my AC up by 2 to 15.
All right. You're still going to take the hit from this arrow. You take 4, but now your AC is harder for the rest of the round. And then the the skeleton moves as far as it can to there. Jettabink, you're up.
This is. I was hoping to have some more time for mending on my on catapult, but okay. She will move up to there. She will take out her warhammer and she will hit upon and smash said zombie. Once, twice, maybe, come on. No.
3 times, lady.
I know. I want to even just do twice a lady at this point, but these are interface issues. Wow, that's still hit. Damn. All right. She's then... Yeah, she's going to stay there. She will call her trusty catapult companion, who will come up and who will also attack said zombie.
Hit. All right, now that you've got this zombie up close to you, this doesn't look like the same thing that was attacking you earlier, Idris. All right, this is not the same sort of creature at all from what you can tell. It doesn't have this web of necrotic energy that sort of surrounds it. So when it came up and swung, you didn't see tendrils try and wrap around you like you did with the last one. So it's a different sort of creature, you're fairly certain. Jettabink, are you and Catapult done then?
We are.
All right. Very good. Zombie comes out and swings at Idris. Oh, we have been critted.
Oh, yeah, I got no spells, so feel free to...
All right. Well, I rolled Snake Eyes.
Classy. I like your new system.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep. You have rolled. I rolled 3 points on you. Idris, you're up.
Okay.
So...
Fun times, I guess. All right. Well, I'll do what I need to do. I'll take out this guy next to me here. So I'm going to focus on this zombie, turn and try and slash at him. Oh, didn't mean to roll it twice.
Go ahead and just roll then.
The 33 does hit, though.
Well, it's a little lower than what I rolled before, but you know.
27 also hits. So
Okay. So there we go. So as I cut through him.
all right. So real quick here. He does not make his save, and he goes down.
All right.
It falls. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's all I've got.
I think the shield wall has formed, huh?
Yeah, it should have been back, but this is fine. We'll do it here.
All right. That mummy is blinded, correct?
Yes.
All right. It will lurch forward until it comes in contact with someone. That someone's going to be catapult. And then because it's blinded, it's going to be attacking with disadvantage. And it cannot use its dreadful glare because it can't see anyone because it's blinded. Go you. He swings and misses at catapult. This skeleton steps out and shoots its arrow at Idris. And Idris is hit. For 7 points, because it seems to be my day to hit Idris no matter what I do. And another skeleton steps out. And that skeleton shoots also at Idris. And misses. Arrow hits Genebank. Is Genebank going to deflect?
No, I'll take it.
There's 7. This ghoul charges out. And bites once at Idris.
That ghoul will be at disadvantage on that.
Okay. I rolled a 4. His second attack, I'll give him disadvantage, so I'm not worried. I'm not gonna. It's not like we get something crazier out of ones. His claw attack. Is a 1. So the ghoul attacks twice at Idris and misses.
Yeah, that's what's happening in the hallway right now. We now have sound effects on the stream.
Damn. Another hit. I can't miss with my bows today. 3 points of damage. Miss. Miss. That ghoul is blinded. It's a little bit smarter than the mummy and everybody, so it's going to grope through the door and fall back. Plugs up the hallway. Plugs up the hallway. Alright, is where it can be. Plugs up the hallway. He gets to there and shoots his bow at Genebank and misses. And that is where he can be. And that zombie is blind, so he will stagger forward and plug up the hallway. That zombie goes as far as he can. Quickfoot says, "The hell." And this zombie comes out into the hallway, plugging it up. Top of the order, round 2, Delbert.
Well, I think I will just toll the dead.
Dead tolling is always fun.
We'll go with zombie number 28. I'll ring his bell. Or try to and not succeed.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think I'm good.
All right. All right. There is enough folks between my zombies at the back and the front that they are now shooting through cover to get to you. So, Idris, arrow bounces off of you, doesn't penetrate. Penny, you're up. Lots of targets out here, Penny.
I am actually disappointed, Tad. I thought we talked about having more combatants than this. I really.
Give me till round 4.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to add Mummy in front of Catapult.
In front of Catapult?
Yes. Yeah, in front of Catapult. Mummy 53.
Oh, the mummy in front of Catapult. You
Yeah.
didn't say I'm moving in front of Catapult. Go right ahead and shoot him.
No, that would be bad. That would be a very bad plan. I'm going to move my hunter's mark to that mummy and sharpshooter twice
Very good.
at him.
Hit.
That'll hit for. Let me put this on there first. Almost rolled that on Catapult. That would have been bad. And then I will attack again. That'll hit. All right. That is me.
All right. 2 arrows slam into this creature. So. And it's just wave of arrows coming back down the length of the corridor right now. So, bouncing off of a bunch of different targets. And the skeletons seem to be locked in position now. They've executed on their instruction, and they are firing. And they're bouncing off of you. They're having a hard time getting through their folks. Jenabink, you're up.
Do we think maybe a tactical retreat might be in order? That might be great. I'm going to work to flatten the things in front of me.
Very good.
The thing in front of me.
Where exactly do you propose we tactically retreat to?
Well, there's that room that we were in that we at least killed the chain devil.
Man. All right. 2 strikes. So.
I'm actually going to. No, I'm going to stay where I'm. Yeah, I'm going to stay where I'm at. And then Catapult is going to. I give Catapult the laser kitty command.
I knew there was a burning hands coming out here. All right. Flame soaks these creatures, and the mummy actually starts to catch on fire from it. Burning Hands effect is pretty nasty for it. So, anything else the 2 of you want to do?
That is it.
All right. That zombie swings at Idris and misses. Idris, you're up. You see Catapult breathe flame, and different creatures start. There's a charnel smell as the meat starts to cook, and you smell it. What would you like to do, sir?
What I would like to do is kill this zombie and then go in his little one-man crypt room and be okay. Because I can hold the door all day long. That's just me. But I can't get there. So I think I'm going to swing on this this razzmatazz dude over next to me. Ghoul 34.
You would see the zombies on either side of him inside there.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. You would see them. Yeah. They can't attack you. You can't attack them. But
Oh, ruining my fantasy. All right, I'm going to swing on the ghoul. I hit, and I'm going to roll some damage up on. There you go. Sorry, there's a lot of dudes. There we go. And I just try and put a slash. Oh, I rolled on the wrong guy. My bad. That should not have been on the zombie. That should have been on the ghoul that damaged the 9 on zombie 11.
All
That should be
right.
on ghoul 34.
All right. I will fix that for you.
Yep, that's going to be...
Ghoul 34 takes 9. He goes down.
Yep, and that's it for me.
All right. So the mummy can now see now, correct?
They
Yes.
would have all been able to see at the end of his turn.
All right. It glares at Penny. Penny, would you like to make a saving throw? Oh, he's still blinded.
No, they shouldn't be blinded anymore.
All right.
Is this versus frightened effect?
It seems to be yes.
So I will have advantage on this save.
That's right. It doesn't realize that. It just knows you shoot things.
Okay. So I don't know how are you rolling the save or are we rolling the save?
Go ahead and roll your save with advantage. You got to beat a DC 11.
All right. Are we doing the tower now? I'm not even sure how we're doing.
No, you can roll it open. That's fine. Tower's good. You see this thing glare at you, and it's incredibly unpleasant. You are feeling like you really want to run, but Penny doesn't run. Penny's seen some horrible, horrible things. I mean, you fought toe to toe in a Freedy camps and survives, right? So you hold your ground. However, it also swings its rotting fist forward and attempts to strike Catapult. And hits Catapult. And Catapult gets hit pretty hard, actually. Bang! Catapult shudders from the impact. And Catapult is not cursed, however, and avoids that effect. But pieces of metal come off a Catapult. All right. And then we have shooting going on. Idris. You are missed.
We accept misses in all forms.
Idris, would a 17 hit you?
No, it will not.
All right, I forgot to give him -2 to hit because of stuff. All right. Jennabank, you have an arrow coming into you, and that misses. And then we have another arrow coming in at Idris. Idris, another arrow pounds off of you, and your armor is starting to get a little bit torn up here, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, these arrows are just pouring in and bouncing off you. Another one comes in at Jennabank and bangs off of her shield as she ducks in behind it, giving herself cover. So, next skeleton attacks, shooting down at Idris, and you hear the bow creak, and the arrow come forward. It pings off of your helmet, ringing it like a bell. And this ghoul is no longer blinded, so it will move in there, and it will go after Idris. Does it have a disadvantage, Jen? The ghoul, are you having it be deflected?
Yes, please.
Very good. I will give disadvantage to my poor old little defenseless ghoul who just wants to eat some paladin. And he rips at Idris to no success.
It still is blinded on it.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Matt. That should have dropped, but timer didn't go. Does it matter? He's already got disadvantage, so he had disadvantage on his disadvantage because she gave him disadvantage. All right, and then he rakes with his claws, and the effect of attacking with his claws also does not hit. But when this thing comes after you, its teeth snap up close to your face, and its arms are all over you. You shove it off with your elbow with your sword, so you still have room to swing. All right, zombie attacks Catapult and hits Catapult. Catapult takes 7. And that zombie can't reach anybody. And that zombie can't reach anybody. And that zombie can't reach anybody. And that skeleton shoots his bow at Jennabank. And Jennabank, does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
All right. Errol strikes you. And you take 4 points of damage as it comes above your shield and digs into the armor and your shoulder, breaking through the chainmail. That zombie can't get to anyone. And that zombie can't get to anyone. And that zombie can't get to anyone. And I believe Quickfoot is hiding. That zombie is buried, and we are at top of the order, round 3. Delbert, what you got?
I'm going to use one of my scroll gems, forming a blade of ice in my hand and flinging it downstream. I'm going to aim for zombie number 32.
Excellent. That when it hits burst 2, correct?
Correct.
Excellent.
Ooh, critical hit.
I take it, did you just burn advantage to give yourself that?
No,
Oh, okay.
that was just a straight crit. No
Tell you what.
extra.
I did not burn. I didn't pull the blindness off of that guy, and you targeted him. If you drop an advantage, you don't have an advantage. I'm giving you the 20. It's too cool. You've got the 20. Go ahead.
He didn't roll the advantage.
All right. 5 points of damage to him. What damage does it do to everyone else?
Targeting them now. There you go.
All right. The
As
ice
the
knife bursts.
Ice knife bursts and sprays a wave of cold shards into the crowd of undead.
And zombie falls. All right, very good. The skeleton shoots an arrow at Delbert, or at Idris, and it bounces. Penny, you're up.
Alrighty, I'm gonna keep plunking at that mummy over there because he seems to want to do some ill intent to me. It's not very nice.
That's a hit.
I'll hit for. Let me add this on here too. For this,
It goes down. You strike it through its eyes, responding to its glare with, well, an arrow. What would you like to do with your second attack?
second attack, I'm gonna shoot at skeleton number 19. They back there. I don't like that they're shooting my friends. It's not nice. So we'll shoot at him. It'll hit. This is not hunter's marked, but he will die.
Nice.
Nice shot.
That's me.
All right. That skeleton, you take its head off, striking right in the middle of its chest. Shoulders collapse, its head falls in behind. All right, so we have a skeleton shooting. All right. And it will target Idris and miss Idris. And the next skeleton will target Jenabink and miss Jenabink. Misgauging things based on the cover and striking an arrow into the ceiling as the arrow bursts above you. And now it is Jenabink and Catapult. Jenabink, you're up.
I guess we're not retreating, so I will be, yeah, okay. Jenabink will move forward. And be smacking things. See how far she can get.
These are the perfect monsters for your terrible rolls.
I know. Right? So she successfully, kills the zombie in front of her, mowing it down with her warhammer, and just continues the swing into the zombie next to it.
Very good. And the zombie wasn't able to resist the force of that blow because it was such a solid hit, Jen. It goes down.
I then I'm I'm gonna tell Catapult to heal himself.
Excellent.
He has one more repair left, so that will be his turn.
Excellent. All right.
Jenna Bink is just a mustache away from being
you
Super
just killed a
Smash
zombie.
Brothers.
Yeah, Tad, can you take 8 hit points off of Zombie 38?
Sure, and put the hit points as healing on.
I got the healing on Catapult. I had thought I'd programmed the button itself.
No problem.
Interface.
All right. Not a problem. The zombie next to you swings and misses. Idris, you are up. You've got that ghoul right next to you. You've got a zombie next to you, and the archers are pouring attacks down the hallway, although they are still smoldering and smoking from the impact of the burning hands, and then many of them have ice that have peppered them as that exploded from the ice knife. You're up.
Yeah, that's not my immediate concern. My immediate concern is there's a big fucking hole next to me. So that was not what I was expecting.
Well, if you would just, kill the thing in front of you expediently, then you could join me up here. And stop getting shot by things in the hallway.
Idris hears her lack of fighting research in his ears and decides to stay where he is for a second. And I'm going to take the swing on Ghoul 25.
All right.
Yeah, Ghoul 25. Yeah, that's where I'm going to go. Yeah, I don't have enough to do that. Yeah, so he's going to turn on Ghoul 25, take the swing.
Hit.
That's why I can't
Moonblade
see.
strikes deep into the ghoul.
Yep. I'm going to lay the beat down on him. And I am going to I'm gonna back up one. I don't want to back. No, I will. I'll just take the hits. I'll stay there. I'm staying.
All right. Okay. Speaking of which, all right. Here comes an arrow. Bounces. Here comes another arrow. Well, it's a short sword, but it's an arrow. Jenna Bank. Here comes an arrow. They don't have anything between you and them now. And the arrow just misses. It actually pings off your helmet. And then another arrow, which misses. And then here comes an arrow. Looks like he's sighting right down at you, Jenna Bank. Straight shot. And the arrow bounces off your armor. And then another arrow comes down the hallway, striking at Idris. And I crit you.
Idris has nothing to prevent that right now, so I suppose he's just taking it. I warned him.
That hit Idris, actually. All right, this ghoul maneuvers to 1, 2, 3. Delbert 4, 5, 6. Penny jumps up to Penny, and
I would like an AOO, please.
Go ahead, take it.
2 of them, actually.
And you hit. That'll probably take them out. Yeah. No damage there. So the ghoul darts past, seeing an opportunity to get to the back, and Catapult takes it down. All right. That
smart for
zombie
its own good.
moves forward and swings. But
It will be at disadvantage.
Why? Oh, the zombie just
Catapult.
because catapult? Okay, cool.
Because the
Yeah.
reaction was Genabink taking, so this is Catapult's reaction.
Roger that, I'm good. It swings pretty pitifully, I think. It's going to swing very pitifully. And Idris is missed, although that was closer than it should have been. That almost hit Idris. And that zombie can't move. And this zombie steps forward, and it will attack Genabink. 18, Genabink, you are hit. And the slam does 3 points of damage as its fist comes crushing down, strikes your knee as you lean out, trying to maneuver away from it. Next zombie cannot move. It's stuck in that room. This zombie comes out and attacks Genabink, trying to strike her with its arm as it lunges. And that bounces off her shield as she agilely steps away. Quickfoot is still hiding. This zombie comes forward and swings at Genabink, striking at her as it lunges. And that armor bounces off your breastplate. Rings. It almost got through, but you managed to stop it. Round 5. Delbert, what you got?
Ooh, oh. I think I'm going to have to step up and shocking grasp number 28 here.
Awesome. Yes, Delbert's Hythonian noble background kicks in.
Cue that bad boy music.
Tank Delbert. Let's go.
Well, shit's getting desperate here, so
No, it's desperate when you bust out that dagger, man. That's when shit gets real.
It's desperate when he busts out the cantrip, not the dagger.
That's right. And you touch. You reach forward and grab the zombie by its throat. Do your damage. And you do 2d8 now, don't you?
I do.
The zombie twists and is actually cooked. It is not able to resist the force of that attack. It goes down. All right.
You ever put a pickle in the microwave?
All right. Guess who's getting shot at? Yeah, it's Idris.
A wizard? Oh.
Actually, this one is going to shoot at Penny, because why not? Arrow bounces off the ceiling above Penny. Penny, you're up.
Penny likes that plan of shooting at them, so I will continue to do that. I'm going to put a hunter's mark on skeleton number 22, and I will shoot at that guy. And that'll hit.
What round are we on? Okay.
Oh, that should have been 10 more to that guy. It should have been 21. Sorry, I rolled up wrong damage.
Skeleton 22, that will probably kill him, actually. Yeah, that kills him.
All right, and then I'll take my second shot on skeleton 17 behind him. And this is not going to have a hunter's mark. Sad me. I'll hit for that.
All right. 2 arrows, they both fall. One right after the other. All right. Miss on Penny. Jettabink and Catapult, you are up.
All right, Genabink is going to continue her killing of zombies. We hope. She will try that again because she really wants that guy to die. She has plans. He's still there, huh?
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. Catapult's going to take his turn.
And hits.
All right.
Now, hang
And
on. You actually rolled low enough. I got a chance of making that save.
All right. It is force damage.
Doesn't matter. I, however, only roll a 13, which does not bypass the damage that you did, and that zombie goes down.
Fantastic. I then call catapult up to my side. Oop, not there.
Back one.
No. Yeah, back one, please. I
You got
can't
it.
make it because it's overlapped.
All
Thank you.
right. Okay. Zombie swings at our favorite paladin and hits. Idris, going to take a little bit more love from the paladin, or from the zombie. So, strikes you square in the face, all right? Rocks you backwards. I mean, it's as strong of a hit as you've taken from one of these. So, Idris, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna swing the zombie in front.
You know, you could try avoiding the fists in your face, Idris.
Idris is looking pretty beat on right now. He's got arrows sticking out of him. His armor's getting torn up. He's starting to leak blood out of his armor. You can see it pooling around his ankle over his boot where he got shot with an arrow.
Actually, I'm gonna drink a potion. I'll pull it out and drink it.
All right, very good.
My greater one, the 44 plus 4.
Do it. So you dropping your sword?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Drop your sword, grab your potion, drink your potion, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
It's not like it's an artifact or anything. No big deal.
Nope.
So, you know how it says now in sort of the profile of the Moonblade that when Shia is displeased with you, you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's displeased with you.
Tough. I could always throw her at them.
That's true.
So
All right.
she'd be more displeased if you
So,
died.
I'm going to move forward. You're making your healing roll, correct? All right. So, and I'll try not to kill you while you're rolling your healing damage. All right. So, arrow strikes. And hits at the same time you roll your heal. So we'll do a little bit more damage to you because that's my job. And 4 more points. So you get struck hard in the greave on your left leg and dents it and leaves a bruise underneath where the arrow hit. So next skeleton targeting you shoots another arrow. And you are hit again because I can't seem to miss Idris for a change. And also I'm making all the attacks in the world. Idris takes a hit for another 3 points of damage, just a mild graze.
Yeah, ignore the death, man. I gotta fix my hit point.
All right. Next skeleton is going to target catapult and fires, missing catapult. And the next skeleton.
He's got the. Before you target Idris, he's got the unconscious condition on him from the whoopsie.
Yeah, if you can just take that off real quick, and then we'll be good to go.
All right, good enough. I will do so. Thank you. Shooting Idris again. Although he'd also have prone, and I wouldn't, I'd have disadvantage hitting him. That would be the upside.
True.
Hits. No, it doesn't. I'm picking on you. Total miss. So we have some zombies who can't get to you, and boy, they want to. You can hear them groaning to your left and right, but they can't reach you through the wall. And then we have another zombie who is up on Jennabank, and that zombie tries to slam her, and she definitely drives it away with her shield. Next zombie will...
That one will take disadvantage if it's going to attack me.
It's not attacking you. It's going to go after
Catapult?
catapult. Yeah.
Okay. Then it rolls.
It
And
misses.
it still misses.
All right. Penny, you can hear sound at the door behind you. Sounds like something slamming itself into the door directly to your south there. See where that is?
To the south. Oh, there is a door there.
Yes. And you can hear something slamming against that door behind you. So,
The door behind me.
yeah, it's technically, you would have to be facing this way. So,
So this door?
the one where the arrow is.
Yeah, right here.
Nope, behind you. That's not a door. Go look in the room with the skeletons and where the chain devil was. All right.
Oh, there's something in that room now?
all the way down to right here. I'll draw a bigger
Oh.
that door
Oh.
down there. Something's battering against it. You can hear it.
There's more things coming probably behind us.
All right. Delbert, top of the round. You are up. What
I'm
would
going
you
to
like-
move to here, and I'm going to cast Mending on Catapult. If you could do the honors.
Does that take that takes a full minute though to have the effect though, doesn't it, Jen?
Yeah. I think
Oh, it's
mending it from
not-
cantrip takes a minute.
It's not an instant thing? Okay.
Yeah, that was a good call if it would have worked. I would have been like, ooh. So
Now I'm second guessing myself, but I'm almost sure mending takes a
Yeah,
minute.
it's a 1 minute cast time.
Yeah.
Cantrip.
Yeah.
so what else would you like to do, Delbert?
All right. Then I will move up here and try to do the pickle thing with zombie number 11.
All right. It's got pretty serious cover. You're going to be at a -5 to hit, but you got. So go for it.
A -5. I can do that.
Yep. The zombies to its left and right are behind prison doors, and they can't even get an angle. The doors are open, but they can't reach. But you could conceivably reach forward and touch it when it reaches out to pound on Idris. And you hit it. So its hand comes out, it swings to get Idris, and you grab it by the wrist and do a ton of damage to it, releasing. All right. And let's see. Arrow comes in on Penny. I got a hit on Penny. That's always a great thing when it happens.
Oh, wait. Does it work on ranged attack, the radiant infusion thing?
If it says it does, that's bullshit. Just saying.
Hold on. Let me look it up. The radiant infusion. I'll put it on him if it does, but I
Roger
may be
that.
using my reaction for that.
Yeah, I understand. If that goes through the way it should, actually, it's your turn next. So
Uh,
why don't you just shoot him, and that way we don't have to worry about it.
It actually doesn't say it has to be melee. It just says, as a reaction, immediately after being hit by an attack, the wielder can expend 1 charge and cause the attacker to be blinded until the end of the attacker's next turn.
I will definitely use 1 charge then, and that was skeleton number 9. So I will put a thing on him and see if it makes him blinded. He's safe, so it doesn't matter
Aw.
anyways. All right. I'm going to move up here.
I'm going to give all skeleton, everybody who shoots at you and hits advantage versus cheddar.
What? That's not Chet. That's Jenabink. That's not even me.
I know, but you get the. Oh, all right. Janabink gets my rage.
Jenabink gets your rage. There we go.
Go ahead. Go
fair.
ahead and shoot.
All right, I'm going to shoot at skeleton number 12. And I will sharpshooter and put my hunter's mark on him. That hit for DS. That will
Down.
murder him. And skeleton number 26, I will shoot at next without the hunter's mark. Ooh, with a crit.
Oh! Roll the damage to entertain us, but I think it's a moot point.
Oh, he's dead. And that's me.
All right.
There's things coming behind us. I think we probably need to move some other direction.
I hit Idris again. Idris takes 8. Catapult and Jettabink, you're up.
I am killing things as fast as I am capable of doing so. I am sorry that Idris is making a poor door.
1 to damage. Again, which is frustrating for all of us.
Yes, it is frustrating for all of us.
And that's a hit. Well, you got to do this time, and it goes down. And it's a zombie. So, which zombie did you strike? 6, right?
6. Yes.
And it is standing with a hit point.
Oh, man. So Catapult's going to try to finish my dirty work for me, I suppose. Oh, Why? Oh,
Because he had unconscious on him.
oh right.
And he should be...
Yeah, both of those would have hit, so I'm not worried about it. So
Okay.
I will make the roll again. And he is still standing there with a hit point. So he's being
And
annoying.
I guess I'm
zombie.
staying where I'm at.
He is being annoying zombie. So, whoops. All right. The zombie swings at Idris, and Idris is hit. Idris takes 5. Idris, are you going to pick up your sword?
There's no point when you dodge, so dodge.
All right, so you're just going to full disadvantage. You're just going to can't
Yeah,
touch it.
take disadvantage everywhere. Yep.
All right, go ahead and I will apply dodge to your character as an effect, though. Give me a second. And you now have dodge as an effect that will automatically apply that. So Idris is in full defense mode. Skeleton shoots. And misses. And another skeleton shoots. And misses. And another skeleton shoots. And I am fairly certain will miss. All right, arrows are just pinging off you now that you're tucked in behind your shield, so it can't hit you. So they can't hit you. And we have a zombie over on Jennabank that swings on Jennabank. And hits.
I'm slow.
You want to have a disadvantage? No problem at all. I'll have it make a second
Please.
attack. No problem. And it misses on the second attack. And
Cool.
then,
Catapult gets his claw up there.
all right, and then the next one will swing at Catapult again. And will miss. All right. It occurs to everyone that the drums have stopped. You'll hear an orchestra war drums throughout all of this, and they've stopped. All right, Delbert, you're up.
All right, let's go with. I cannot move into Idris's space, correct?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can move through it, but you can't, like, stand in it and make attacks.
Fair enough. Then I will do the same thing again.
All right. You're still at a +3 against the zombie, which is about a 50-50 chance to hit, so that's pretty good. Go right ahead.
Do I have the -5?
Yes, you do.
Matters not.
So, Idris, you're holding them off with your shield. The zombie's all over you trying to get to you. And as it's leaning over your shield trying to get to you, you see Delbert reach out, put his hand on its head, and the charge goes off again. Oops, and it is so cooked. So cooked. That zombie is done. It drops. All right. That skeleton, which is that the skeleton that's blinded?
It did not get blinded.
Oh, I made it my save. Oh,
Yeah, you made your save. Yeah.
All right. Well, then it hits you. Would you like to use another charge against it, by the way?
I would. Because why not?
Can't say as I blame you. That's what they're for. And you take 4 more points of damage.
It's only fair. You've been hitting everybody else.
All right. All right.
That's this thing's Jenna Big. This is broken. This doesn't work. Whatever you put on it doesn't work, Jen.
Maybe don't use it on skeletons that don't have eyes remaining in their skulls. I mean, there are limitations here.
That is a legitimate deduction based on data so far. Would you like to shoot some opponents?
I would like to shoot some opponents. I'm going to shoot at that skeleton that's been shooting at me because he's kind of annoying now. I will put my hunter's mark on him. And I will re-roll that because I cannot roll once. And that is much better than the one. He would die.
So, and the skeleton goes down.
Then I'll back up 5 feet and shoot at skeleton number 2. And I roll a 1 again, and I will re-roll that because I cannot roll ones. This Dokuri thing is paying off.
Now hold it.
Oh my god!
Your second one. That one counts. You don't get to re-roll the 1 on the 1. When you get the second one, you're stuck with it. So rules the DM.
You must use a new roll. Yeah, all right. So I did not want to hit that skeleton.
So.
But that's 3 1s in a round. That's impressive.
It's good to have it over with.
Yeah.
So, all right. This next.
Well, I'm going to move back up 1, and then I'm done.
The next skeleton goes ahead and shoots at Idris because Idris is the best thing ever to shoot at. They all agree with that. He's been a great target. He just keeps hanging out there for him. And the arrow bounces off his shield. We are at Jenna Bink and Catapult.
Jenna Bink evaluates the zombie that has stood up 3 times in front of her and decides to try her luck on the other zombie.
Solid strike. Again, you strike. These things lumber in front of you, all right, and you're beating chunks of meat off them. So what would Catapult like to do?
Catapult is also going to try to hit that zombie.
Catapult hits that zombie because it is a zombie.
There we go.
All right, let's see if this one is resilient. That one falls dead as Catapult rends it and tears its face off, literally.
Clearly the other one is of the Weeble Wobble variety.
Outstanding deduction. Idris, you are up. What do you do?
I will continue to dodge.
All right, so you hold position there. So I would like to say the DM has tremendous respect for the position you've taken. All right. Arrow bounces.
I'm just playing the odds over here.
Arrow bounces.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Doing Hirsch's work.
Arrow bounces. Well, I should wait to see if it will, but it's gonna. All right. Zombie lumbers out and swings at you. And his buddy's like, man, I'm never going to get a shot. And it also swings at you and misses. The other
zombie 31 has entered the game.
The other zombie groans and is unable to get a swing in. The last zombie in the corridor, who has stood up twice, swings at Jenna Bink and misses.
And I would have asked for a reaction on that, but that's fine.
All right, no problem at all. No problem at all. Round 7, top of the order. Delbert, you're up. There's a new zombie trying to get to.
All right. I'm actually gonna. I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually switch tactics and toll the dead on it.
It seems very receptive to being told upon, to be perfectly honest with you. All right. That's wounded. Does it do 2d12 when it's wounded?
It does. I didn't realize it was wounded.
I think it's wounded. No, it's not wounded. I'm sorry. It only does 8. All right, so you strike 8 points of damage into it. Very good. All right.
Since I don't need to be engaged for that, is it going to get an opportunity attack if I move?
You are. It would, but it'd be at -5.
No, I'll stick. I'll stay still. I'm
All right.
good.
Very good.
I'm good.
Penny, you're up.
All right, I will pop back down here and see if I don't roll 3 ones in a round again. I'll put my hunter's mark on skeleton too, and shoot. Not a 1.
Hit.
Then I'll shoot at the skeleton behind him.
It goes down. 1.
That's
2
entertaining.
ones.
2 ones. All right, and then I'll move back up here.
All right. We are at Jenabink and Catapult.
Okay, Jenabink is going to try to eye up this zombie in front of her and try to hit it with a slightly different angle on the Warhammer.
Hit. Oh, I only rolled a 7 on my con save. It disintegrates in front of you, Jenabink.
That was the most champion zombie.
I am going to move forward to this door. The door's open, yes?
Yes.
Do I see anything in it?
You can see about that much. There seems to be a light source in this room. Across from you, you can see several cells.
Do I see anything that is coming after me?
No. Go ahead and make a perception check. Okay. No, you don't see anything that's coming after you, and you can hear the sounds of this door getting pounded on by something.
Okay, I am then going to continue my movement and get up to here.
All right.
I am going to call Catapult to my side and actually have Catapult block that door just in case.
Catapult is looking down that hallway and doesn't see anything. Go ahead and have Catapult make a perception check. All right, very good. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to escape this dungeon, but that doesn't fit in my turn.
Give it some time. There's a chance. All right, Idris, you have your friends are starting to concentrate their fire on your opponents, and they're starting to drop one by one. Blood seeping out of that wound in your leg, and you're doing okay, but this is pretty bad. What would you like to do?
I'm going to continue to dodge because I'm looking good, Billy Ray, and I'm feeling good, Lewis.
All right, so PJ, I'd like to hear where Idris is in his head. What's he thinking right now? What's he going through? I mean, you did talk about Henry, right, and playing the odds.
But if he leaves this doorway right now, they all go next because he's been paying attention to who acts when.
Right.
And that would leave Delbert open to some hack and slash tactics with his amazing AC. That would leave the archer open to getting hit. So, no, he's going to have to hold that door until people either move or they take some more shots down there. Until there's less things there.
So Idris says, I can't expose my friends to that. I have to stand here. I have to take this.
Correct.
All right. Outstanding. Very good.
There's a tear to your eye.
And arrows come flying down, and you just missed a 20, dude. And another arrow, the last archer.
You did.
Shoots. And then we have a zombie who also really wants to hit Idris, and he does not hit Idris. And we have another zombie who's disappointed. We're at Quickfoot's hanging out. Top of the order, Delbert Galen.
All right, so I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and shocking grasp. I have a better chance of that working, it seems.
It would be -5 to hit, which
-5?
still hits.
Okay.
You're good. It's a
Is he
armor
hurt?
class.
Oh, never mind. That's the wrong spell.
Yeah. All right. So you know, it's climbing over Idris, trying to get to him, right? And again, when it does it, you reach out and you grab it by the shoulder and you shock it. And you know, there's something about being up close in combat that just appeals to your family bloodline, because when you step up, when you have it do this, things seem to go your way for a while, as long as I can talk you into keep doing it until I drop you. So, Penny, you're up.
I'm actually going to move.
So you zap it and fall back. Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Penny does her thing.
Just spread your legs a little bit, Idris, and I'll launch some shots down the hall. Put a hunter's mark on skeleton number 3 and shoot. My dice like the ones today. He will die, and then I'll try and shoot the guy behind him. It'll hit. He does not die.
So he totters there, very broken, but still functional. All right, so that skeleton goes ahead. Oh, actually, it's Genebink and Catapult.
I'm going to, because we never actually opened this door over here, I'm going to try to go up to this door and open it.
Arcana check.
I would just like to remind everybody there was sounds of stuff coming behind us from the room with the chains and things.
Well, I know that. I'm trying to give us, make sure there's nothing else this way too. Yes.
Genebink, you can see where silver has been melted and seeped around the frame of this door. And you can see in front of you the faintest markings of some sort of sign. And you're not quite certain what it is, but this door probably has been marked in the same way, has been marked similar to the other one, maybe worse. Remember when you guys were in here, you took a look at it and you saw that it was secured and bolted also. So you're thinking that this door has probably been warded in much the same way as the other door.
Okay, so I will not waste my action doing that. I can't see the zombies. I'm going to send Catapult up that hallway to make sure that door is still open, because I have a bad suspicion.
Okay, send him forward and tell me what you're looking for.
So I just basically want him to go out to the hallway and guard. And return if he can't get to the hallway.
Have him make a perception check. Oh, damn. Okay.
I'm going to need you to utilize your secondary vocalization structure if you get out to the hallway and there are things, or if that door is closed.
What does that mean?
That means he's going to make some kind of sound if he gets out there and he can't get out, because Catapult does understand common.
Catapult whips around the corner and is aware of a group of orcs standing in the hallway. One with a spear points at him and bellows.
Catapult will make a noise and then step back in the hallway, and he'll end up taking a full defensive that way.
All right. He will trigger. He will trigger some arrows when he comes into the hallway. All
Sure.
right. He takes one arrow. And second arrow. Also hits. This could be bad. All right. Catapult takes 2 hits. Arrow and a second arrow. One glances off of him, one solid, and strikes him directly in his joint. All right. Jenna Bink moved up to check the door. Catapult went up around the corner, and you hear him sound an alert.
We have problems in the front too. This is probably not good. Hallway. And then I'm actually.
All right.
Yeah.
You hear someone. Jenna Bink, go ahead. You're close enough, and I will. It won't help Penny, even though Penny's got the perception to do it. Jen, go ahead and make a perception check. Okay.
That's all I got.
Idris, you're up.
I really want those hit points that are there, but I'll hold the dodge.
All right. Arrow comes and bounces off your shield. This orc comes forward.
So at this point, Catapult would be dodging. So
No
I didn't know
problem
how to set
at
that.
all. All right, not a problem at all. Give me a second here. All right. And that's probably crazy. That's actually a miss because I made an error coding. I just fixed it. All right, so that orc steps up with his great axe and swings and misses. All right, zombies attacking you, Idris. All right, you're missed, Idris. Zombie can't move. Quickfoot's hanging out. Top of the order, Delbert.
I'm going to quickly move into here and do an observation of what's in this room.
You can see, looks like there is some sort of continual flame effect on a lantern on the table. So it might be like a drift globe or something like that housed within it. You're not totally certain. But looks like this was a prison of some sort ages and ages ago. So you roll in, you look around. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sure.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You found the Balrog. You come back with a different color in your name, right?
All right, so you hear probably orcish being screamed, and you hear it from the hallway. On the other side of these doors, probably out by the stair, over in here, you're pretty certain bad things are going on. All right, so you can hear over in there the sounds of orcs. All right. So you still got some move left. What would you like to do?
So what I want to do is move over here and pocket this globe that is glowing on the table.
It's a lantern, so you're going to grab the lantern?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's not really pocketable, but you can grab it in one hand and carry it if you'd like.
Yep, let's do that.
All right. Okay. All right. That orc comes up, and he is going to shoot, but he's shooting through cover. And the arrow hits, unfortunately. All right. Catapult goes down, arrow sticking out of him. Another orc moves up. Another orc moves up. Penny.
Idris, I don't know what you did to make friends, but they all just want to leave you here with these undead.
Bank, you see an orc with a great ox come around the corner with his axe up.
A great ox?
Great axe, excuse me.
Orcs. Orcs.
I'm not hunter's marking that skeleton. Oops, that does that. Yeah, all right, he's dead. And then I'll hunter's mark the zombie in front of Idris and shoot at him. Oh my god, and hit.
Armor class 9 on a zombie.
Nice.
All right. It goes down.
All right, and then I'll move back over to here and in my turn.
All right, so we have a dead skeleton and we have a dead zombie. All right. Catapult. Jenabink. Orc.
Orc. I'm going to position myself here and ready in action for if it comes down the hallway to hit it with my warhammer.
Idris, you are up.
So when it attacks from there, it's -5.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it'll move out in the hallway on its turn, probably.
Yeah, I'll do a couple things here. I'm going to use my lay on hands as my action to heal 5. So that puts me at 46. My item interaction will be to pick up the weapon.
When you reach down to grab it, she lifts the sword that pops into your hand.
Cool. And then that's 42. Yeah. 5, 10, 15. We just know there's orcs coming, right?
Yeah. You don't know how many.
All right. I will step back to here.
All right.
Oh yeah, you're gonna take. I already did my action. Never mind. So yeah, take your attack. I'm gonna move.
He actually camped from in there because of where the door was set up. He wasn't making attacks at all, so you're fine. You can do a move and not trigger if you want.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, because you'll know you weren't taking attacks from those guys at all because there's no way they could around that door just the way it's designed.
Okay.
So
then I'll move into that doorway.
oh my God, I'm getting a melee attack. I mean, okay. Very good. Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
Nope. That's all I can do right now.
Actually, that orc back here. All right.
You always were an asshole, Idris.
Other orc coming.
Looks at the lack of blood. Looks at the blood on him and is like, one round will do you good.
All right. Zombie comes rolling up and swings at Penny.
Wait,
Would you like to blind my zombie?
I get to use the thing that doesn't work.
7 points. Well, we'll see if it works against zombies. It doesn't work against...
It doesn't work at all, I'm telling you. This thing is
You hear from
broken.
behind you, it's 11. You need to return it.
All right, he has eyes and it didn't work. It's definitely broken.
Delbert, you're up.
Did you not see the large flash? It worked perfectly.
You see Idris fall back through the doorway, and Idris is torn up. He's healed a little bit. You can tell that torn wound below his knee on his calf seems to have sealed a little bit, but he's wounded profoundly.
I'm going to use my rope trick spell gem and make my piece of rope into a escape hatch.
Outstanding. So
I shall delete this.
you hear screams in Orcish.
I will use the rest of my move to climb up into the space. This way.
All right. Swing, Jen.
Working on it.
Nice.
Do I get 2 attacks? Oh, wait. I did,
Yeah, you held your action, so yes.
Sweet. So that counts. Yeah, I hit twice.
Yes.
Yay. He is not happy.
All right. He swings at you. He's aggressive, so orcs get to do that. But he's not a halfling. Or a Dokrai. So you strike him hard, and he comes up with his battle axe, and it bounces off the wall above you as he grabs onto his ribs. And you think you might have broken his ribs. You hit him pretty hard. Penny, there's an orc coming in. You've got a zombie in front of you. What do you do?
I'm putting Hunter's Mark on the zombie and shooting at it with disadvantage. That a hit.
Yeah, that zombie's done.
All right, and then I'll turn to the orc and attempt to shoot it. And it hits, and that's my favorite enemy. And I get the sneaky sneak.
Orc takes the arrow in his chest, and it falls.
I think they're trying to retreat back here. Jen, I think.
So I will roll another death save for catapult just to see where we're at. He has failed. Oh wait, it did it automatically. Never mind.
He made a success, Jen. You're good.
Yeah. So he's a 2 successes and 1 failure, and so I that's more for plot reference later because he could come back and save me, and but I am going to retreat into the doorway with the rest of them.
All right, very good.
And then I will 10, 20. No, it takes me 2 moves to get in there, so I'll just move.
All right, very good. We hear screams. Idris, you're up.
Come on up. The water is fine.
Yeah, I'll go up in there.
All right. Okay. All noted. You guys are in an extraplanar space. I totally get it.
Yep, and pulling the rope up behind us and taking a breather. We got an hour, folks.
Oh, Catalina wine mixer time.
Go ahead and who's still out?
Jennabank, if Jennabank had entered the room and had enough movement to go up into the extraplanar space, she would have done so in her turn. But
yeah, I'm waiting for everybody to come up.
I don't think you did, Jen. Go ahead and make a perception check. You don't hear anything. And, you would have expected that orc to pursue you.
It's quieter than it should be, guys.
Well, let's not complain and let's get inside and then take a little nap.
But Catapult.
Catapult's in a better place now.
He'll either make it or he won't.
And by a better place,
we're well over 6 seconds worth of communication, folks. All right. So
okay,
Jennifer,
yeah, I would have gone up.
All right. So you're
Hear
gonna go
from
up on
inside
your
the
turn.
rope trick.
All right, go ahead. I'm going to take you out of combat rounds for now. So you guys go up in the rope trick, okay? Everybody, now once you're inside of here, I'm going to assume, unless somebody's right underneath talking to you, you don't hear anyone, right?
I think you don't hear, but you see outside.
Yeah, that's what I thought also.
Let me see. You can see outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything about hearing. It just says you can see outside.
Yeah.
It says as a window, so I would say probably not. The sound is affected. Yeah.
And I meant Catapult's in a better place, as in he's made into some orc's armor by now.
I really hope not, because getting the laser effect of fire was very difficult, and I would like to not have to reproduce that. It took many experiments.
You guys are hanging out, so what are we doing up in there for reference?
Burning hit die.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we're rest.
So when you've achieved your short rest, you'll get to make your rolls, correct? And
Yeah.
we're not, all right, so we're not there yet.
Yeah, at the end of a short rest, yeah.
All right. So you guys are up in there, and you actually see
They're going to mock us with Catapult.
you see she looks kind of like an elven woman. She walks in through the door. And
She's an even woman.
Yeah, steady keel.
Yeah.
Comes the odd woman.
elven woman, and hang on a second here. Somehow that got scaled at large. I don't know how, but anyhow, she comes
Still
walking
very large
through.
elven woman.
She comes walking through, and she looks a little odd. She looks a little different. I mean, elf is the closest thing that you can come up with in terms of what she looks like. right?
I
But
describe her as Shia.
she allows you to take advantage on an Arcana check.
Because advantage with the negative is amazing. Give me 1 second. There you go. Wait. I don't care because we got to tell you ahead of time before we do this, but I'm going to throw a D6 out there too.
You can throw a hero point out there, no problem at all.
Bam!
That is an Arania in human form, no doubt about it. It's one of the spiders. Now, she's obviously an elven in human form, and she is running right next to her is a spider about this big, about the size of a fist, maybe a wolf spider, but it scurries up her leg and sits up on her shoulder, and she pets it, and she looks around. So, and she steps back out.
I'll share that information.
All right, and she steps back out. Now, anybody looking through there can see that there's an elven woman that's passed through, but you were on point there. So she goes back out of the door. And I think at that point, we will take our 10-minute break. All right, folks, we'll be right back. Thank you for enjoying the streams. Thanks for sitting in here and hanging out with us. And we'll be back in 10. It's 4:46, so we'll be back about 5 minutes before 5. See you a little bit. Uther once and always.
So that's how the rash got cleared up.
So every time, brothers and sisters in Blackmoor, every time I take things live, Matt comes up with outstanding commentary that he just shares with you, and it's a love-hate thing for me. But so we're back. While we're on break, everybody did their heals, so we took a short rest. We're on the other side of that short rest, and I will formally give it to you out here because I think we have a few abilities that reset on a short rest. There we go. So that has cycled. So the rope trick begins to dissolve, and you all exit and fall back out of that extraplanar space. And you are in here. So now, oddly enough, you don't hear drums, you don't hear squeals, you don't hear any sound right now. What are you doing?
I can't believe we didn't wait for Catapult, I I understand that Catapult is probably a pile of parts somewhere, but I would really appreciate if we can, on our way fleeing the rest of the horrible things within this place, that we, pick him up. He was very difficult to make.
I'm sure we can pick him up from a couple rooms there, wherever we find him. What's left?
Can you scout us a path back to the upper levels?
I can try and find, if it's clear there. If that lady's out there hiding, I'll pop out before and take a look around.
Well, I will tell you that the door, the big door that would go right to the stairs, is arcanely locked, just like the one that we ended up breaking through. So probably the easiest way for us to escape is through that one door. So hopefully in the hour that we've been up here, no one has sealed that one door.
Yeah, that would probably be bad.
That would be bad.
All right, who's doing what?
I will pop out and start scouting around stealthily.
All right, go ahead and make a stealth roll on the tower, please.
Sure.
I will guard the door of the room that we are in.
Let's see if I can find stealth. There we go.
All right, you step forward and you come to the doorway. As you sort of put your head out there, go ahead and give me, your passive is 19, correct?
Correct.
Faint scent of gas in the air, and you look out and you see where something has been feeding on that zombie's corpse. You can tell that the meat's been ripped off of it. And you don't hear or see anything else right now. But definitely something's come out and started to feed on that zombie's corpse. It's one over in a pile to your left that Jennifer beat down with her hammer. What are you doing?
I'm going to move over here and see if there's anything down that hallway.
There's nothing down that hallway. Now, the rest of you are back in that room just waiting, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You don't seem to see anything down that hallway.
I'll move down to here.
You see some orcs laying completely ripped up. Looks like, go ahead and give me a nature check because you can clearly see it.
Good.
Yeah, spider bites all over them. All right, you can see where the pustules have formed. A couple of them look like they might have asphyxiated, from what you can tell. And there are clots of webbing all over this hallway.
All right. Well, that's good and bad.
Now, Catapult is sitting there kicked over on its side. You can see that Catapult's ribs have been smashed in, looks like by probably a great axe strike, just based on the way orcs that you saw. And Catapult's leaking fluid, but you can hear every once in a while, click, click, click. So there's clockwork still functioning inside of it. It's not dead.
I'll move out to here and take a look in the hallway, see if there's anything.
You can see the double doors. Go ahead. This will require an active. Are you going to investigate, or are you just looking?
I'm just looking. I'm not
All right.
investigating.
You can see that the double doorway is clogged with webs, and there are about half the number of orc bodies you would expect to see based on the war party that you heard. All right. So there's not enough bodies here to make sense, and the ones that are here have been shredded and torn apart.
Okay. I will move back to the group.
Excellent.
All right. So it looks clear. Nobody's taking Catapult's body, and it looks like it's still kind of whirling over there.
Oh, that's
But those
excellent.
orcs that you said you heard and saw, they've been slaughtered by what looks like spider bites and other things, and they are all torn up and stuff.
So, do we want to ascend, or do we want to investigate while everything seems to be dead? I mean, it could be excellent arcane science time.
Yeah, I mean, I would be okay with us. I believe the term they use in Blackmoor is greyhawking the bodies here, and then we'll like check out what's in this area and like where that demon thing maybe came from or whatever it was with the chains and the badness, and then like probably go up and take a really long rest because I think we're all pretty still like trashed out a little bit.
Do you want to come with me so I can, at least mend Catapult to get him back on his feet, and then we'll do all that?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So we're back to like full strength as a group, and then we can go.
What? I'm gonna Quickfoot go nuzzle up to Catapult.
Yeah, boss. So what do you want me to look for here?
Just go over there and nuzzle up to him.
No problem. I'll go check him out. Now, if anybody shows up, I'll give you the high five. All right, boss?
Sounds good.
All right.
It's there. I'm gonna cast Mending
Through Catapult? Or through...
Catapult.
Through Catapult, through Quickfoot?
That way, anything here has probably already heard us talking, but anything up there won't hear shit.
Oh, I have to. I'm very curious as to if this works or not. So Jedabig is actually going to sneak up to the corner and watch as Quickfoot mends Catapult from a distance because she was fascinated by this.
Quickfoot's in cat form, not rat form right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you see Quickfoot sitting on top of Catapult, licking where Catapult's all torn up. All right, go ahead and cast it.
Okay. You can do the honors as far as what it does to Catapult.
Cool. Yeah, I got that.
Penny, out of the you see, it looks like a ghoul, and it hasn't seemed to have noticed you, but it crosses to your left on the other side of these doors, and then crosses back out, and it looks like it's got a bone in its mouth as it goes back in the other direction.
From which doors to which?
You're looking here, and you see a ghoul cross up, pick something up off the floor, and when it comes back across, you can see that it's got a bone in its mouth. And it, cracks the bone open, sucks on the marrow, and keeps heading south.
I'll move a little bit closer and see if it's by itself.
Stealth.
Sure.
And after 1 minute, Catapult will be, ambulatory, and let me know when I can do that.
It looks like it's by itself. I mean, you're not hearing anything. You're only hearing one body, and you hear its tongue, and its tongue's got sort of this serrated edge. You hear its tongue going down into the bone to get to the marrow, so you're it's just trying to suck it out.
Can you place it?
Sure thing. I went and closed my dang. encounter. Apologies for that.
I'll forgive you this once, Ted.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, it's just, and let me make it so you can see it now, just on the other side of that table, and it looks like a single ghoul. You can see it through the crack of the door frame as you're looking around it. And it is feeding right now.
All right. I will just peek around the corner and see if it looks like there's anything else in that room.
There isn't, but the door that was to the south has definitely been cracked open here. So you can see down the hallway a little bit. Actually, from that, because of it's all about angle, there's a light from a forge there that's illuminating the hallway, and you can see that door has been busted down and torn down. And you can see that there's a long hallway to your south, and there's a ghoul right there eating. So
I'm starting a surprise round on the ghoul.
go for it. You got it. It's flat-footed to you. It did not sense you, so you get one shot before it does anything.
All right. So I get a regular round, right? 'Cause that's why you surprise round.
Yeah. You get a player round, then we go into initiative.
All right. So I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it as a bonus action.
You get a player action. You don't get to move and. It's just one. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it. So should have been with that. That should have been with advantage, but that's fine.
Roll again to see if you get a 20.
Okay.
Or if you roll another one, which would amuse me to no end.
Not
Wow.
Penny's one, a 2. All right. Arrow passes through the back of its head, and it slumps down over the table. And I have to do something. Give me a second.
Killed someone's familiar.
There's a spurt of ichor, all right, and a spurt of blood and fluid as you shoot it through the back of the neck.
Here, I'm gonna give you my stealth check too for it to be a stealthy kill if it can be.
No. All right. That ghoul goes down. One shot. You dropped it. What do you do?
Does it look like anything reacted or heard anything?
Are you going to sit there and listen? I mean, you don't see anything.
I'm gonna stealthily move over here.
All right. Now, keep in mind that you're going to be moving into the direct light of the forge. And this
Yeah, I'm gonna try and I'm not gonna be using the darkness. I'm gonna try and use like this rubble and crap that's on the ground to hide behind as I move over.
You're going to dash over there and hide. All right. If something has line of sight on you, they'd have an opportunity to spot you. That's the only risk you take. So go ahead and make your stealth check for when you arrive.
Yeah, I just threw it in that tower.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sure.
Okay, you're good. Jenabink, you see it knit. All right, and you see Catapult's shoulder comes up and its side pops back out and its head straightens. And it's because Quickfoot is licking it. All right, now just checking your ability, there's nothing that says who cast the mending, it's just mending heals it, correct?
Spell is cast on it.
Excellent.
Does not designate who. Yeah, so
Excellent.
yeah.
So
So this is cool. Jenna Bink is like, this is fascinating. Although there's a part of her brain that's going, hey, was there a forge in that room with the chain devil that no one mentioned until now?
So catapult gets up, sets on its shoulders, its head kicks to the side, it turns around and it trots back. And Quickfoot's just doing that cat thing, hanging on top of Catapult's back. All right, and Quickfoot drops down around your legs and does that figure eight between your legs, marking you with its scent as it runs back towards Delbert. And Delbert goes, "Boss, we kick ass. I just want you to know that. This was outstanding work on our part." So, all right. He said they're heading back. Matt, give me another perception check.
Sure.
Something down there is doing this, right?
I do want to attempt to stash the ghoul body. Is there like an area underneath this? Looks like a table or something that looks like it can be hid under, or?
Yeah, I mean, that table's got a body that's partially dissected. It's been pinned, right? So apparently the chain devil, and it's relatively fresh. It's an orc, right? And it's been pinned, and its organs have been removed. But yeah, there's a table. There's something underneath it. You could shove the ghoul up into there.
Okay.
So
Is that going to be like a stealth check to attempt to hide the body?
tell you what, go ahead, and I'm going to give you a survival check. Give me a survival check into the tower.
Will it be dexterity based since I'm trying to...
Give me a survival check right now.
Just asking like what kind of... Because I'm proficient.
This is a wisdom survival check, not a
Wisdom survival. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, no problem at all. Something's smelling it. It's the blood. Stashing the body is not going to help you out. You can tell it's taken a. So you've seen deer, you've seen wolves, and now you're thinking maybe it's a ghoul or a ghast taken winding something. All right, winding something, and that seems to be what it's doing.
Okay. Peeking around this corner, can I see what is making the snipping sound?
Yeah, because on that angle you've got you can see farther. And down to this doorway, you can see there is a ghoul standing in the hallway, and you can see that there's another ghoul that just lobbed around the corner, and another pretty big, thick-chested ghoul with it. And there's a set of double doors right below it that actually have been battered open from the looks of things. And in there, you can see a whole bunch of wrecked furniture. And that's probably as far as you can see with your dark vision and the light in the area. But
Can you place the ghouls?
I can.
Penny's just going to clear out the whole dungeon one item at a time. We're just going to sit here. I'm going to keep mending catapult. It's going to be great.
This is my job though.
You have one job.
To go ahead and make a ruckus.
All right, so that's what you say.
Yelling at
And there might be some other ghouls moving back in here, but that's on the edge of your sight. These are down in dim. This is not.
Okay. You still have unconscious on that one ghoul, by the way. The ghoul 4.
Oh, I got to take it off. I'm sorry.
You can leave it on if you want, man. I'm cool with it.
All right, there you go.
All right. And they're definitely like those are the things that are smelling the blood.
Yeah, they're smelling. I mean, they're starting to wise up. They're moving forward, and the one that's most forward is. All right, so it's definitely has smelled the ghoul. You don't think? These are not favorite enemies of yours, right? They're undead.
Yeah, they're not favorite enemy of mine.
All right,
no.
so just give me an insight check with disadvantage in the tower. You might luck out.
All right, cool.
Does your inability to roll 1 apply to skill checks?
It does. It's any roll.
Please roll again. Okay. It smells the blood. It's definitely on the trail of something.
Okay. I'm gonna open up on it.
All right.
So I'll roll my surprise round initiative for you.
Yeah.
And I will open up on ghoul number 10. All right. Just gonna give it advantage. I'll re-roll that one.
Man. All right.
The Dokri thing is really paying off today.
It is.
All right. I did not. Here, I'll just drag that on him. And then I will shoot at him again.
My drink tipped over. Luckily, I broke my waters. The waters fall before it hit the floor.
All right, so
And then my Dread Ambusher attack will be on ghoul number 4 in the back.
okay.
That'll miss.
All right.
And then I
So
will. Okay.
we're gonna go and run one round of combat real quick before we cycle everybody else in. Off end of surprise round. You go.
Okay. I will bonus action move my Hunter's Mark to ghoul number 4 and shoot twice. That'll hit. And then I'll attack him again.
All right.
And then I'll move over here. I made friends.
You hear a howl. All right. And then you hear a bunch of other voices howling, like a lot of them. All right. Like, go ahead and everybody give me a perception check. I'll just throw it out there. All right.
I'd like to be proud of you, but I don't think I can be because I'm pretty sure you're exhibiting sarcasm, Penny.
Delbert, you believe that there's more than 20 ghouls and maybe gas back in there of various sizes from what you can tell. Penny, that seems pretty close to you. Idris, you're not certain. You just hear howling. Jennabank, same thing. But two of the party members think that you're dealing with a pack of ghouls in excess of 20. All right, and Delbert, you're hearing voices that aren't quite the same. You hear speech back there, and that probably means there's a necrophage, at least one back there. What do y'all do?
I don't know if we want to go back up, but I think they're going to be coming.
Let's go back up. Let's go back up.
Are you guys retreating immediately and directly to the stairs up to your level, up to the first level?
Yes.
I think that's a
Yes.
I see no reason to put you in combat then. Let's get the other map out.
But 3 down. I'll just do that over and over.
That was outstanding roguey work. So, all right, let me get the goodiness.
I was hoping with better dice rolls, man, that could have been a no-howl situation.
It could have.
That was impressive for the amount that you were able to pull off. But then, luck ran out. You are not clearly tied to Hirsch.
I'm
What was
not,
that?
especially with all the die rolls with the ones.
Jeez, you've rolled so many ones.
I have rolled like 8 ones today.
Statistically impossible.
Yeah.
It's good to have them done. That's all I got to say.
Like today, it's been worth being a Dokrai just for today.
All right. So, going to put you all, once you have your map,
Tad, on the way up, as we're retreating hastily, you said there were orcs torn apart.
yes.
Is there a chunk, like maybe like a 40-pound piece of meat I can just grab on the way out?
You can grab some on your way by if you want to, absolutely.
Sure. We got to feed our little rat friends,
That's some
All
presence
right,
of mind
so-
right there.
Penny, Delbert, Quickfoot, Catapult, Idris, and Jennabank at the top of the stairs together. And you guys can organize yourselves however you want when you get to the stairs. All right. There is waiting up top. All right. There's a group of 3 rats. And they're waiting for you as you get there.
I will throw down the slab of meat and go, meat's back on the menu, boys.
This is orc.
Yeah.
You had cheese. You had cured sausage. You had a little bit of crack. This is orc. We can get orc. What are you giving us orc for?
Listen, beggars can't be choosers. Did anybody touch any of our shit while we were gone?
Well, actually, you got a visitor.
Who's the visitor?
She was very polite. She didn't kill none of us or anything. So
What's she look like?
she's this really tall, kind of toothy-looking, elfy kind of woman.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess we should go
She
talk to her.
she said how she put it, and the little rat next to him goes, yeah. She said, tell your masters when they return, I have things to discuss with them of mutual beneficence.
Wow, that was a really good job remembering all those words and like letters and stuff.
Well, so we worked on it. She made us repeat it like 8 or 9 times before we could come out here, and then she sent us on our way. She's back in the room that's next to the with all the leaky water and stuff in it where it's collapsed. She's waiting for you in there. So while you go talk to your new friend, we're gonna not be around if you don't mind.
Okay, well, here's your meal. That's like 40 pounds of orc. You should be able to do something with that.
So I'm telling you, this is not. We will discuss at length the exact nature of our past moving forward in the future. I do not think this qualifies. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. So, and one of the rats is eating it, and he cuffs him. All right. So, what are you guys doing?
Might I suggest before we go see our new friend that I take the time to repair Catapult to his fullest rather than just his being able to walk around state?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
So I will, assuming
if she
that
waited this long, she can wait longer.
yeah, I'm going to take the time to mend Catapult the rest of the way, Tad.
All right. Very good.
Do you need
I
me to
will
roll
also
it,
help.
or am I going to have time?
You go ahead and name it. So, Sarah Connor needs to fix her Terminator.
I do.
Thick-chested ghoul. Are you going to do any reconnaissance here or no?
You talking to me?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Thick-chested ghoul.
Oh, I was like thick-chested. Cool. All right. I will definitely be taking like an Overwatch position on the stairs, trying to make sure nothing's coming up behind us.
Looking down, just kind of doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're able to heal everything. Idris, I see you're over in the corner. Delbert,
Yep.
you get don't you get one spell back as part of a short rest?
Only once per day. I've already used it once.
Okay. Very good. All right. So you've repowered Catapult T800. And Catapult T800 is in very good shape. Sarah Connor has been able to heal her completely. Now, Thick-chested ghoul, go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right. Perception.
You're not hearing anything right now. All right, you're getting this faint smell of ghoul or ghast every once in a while coming up the stairway. But actually, you wouldn't be smelling anything. You're not hearing anything. The air actually gets pulled down here. So, all right, everybody's healed. You don't seem to see anybody coming. What do you all do?
Gonna announce ourselves.
Let's go talk to this lady.
All right. You come around the corner, and standing in the center of that room is 6'2" or 3 foot tall elven woman, and she is still showing as large size, but she's medium sized. And right next to her, scuttling around, is a little wolf spider about the size of her fist that crawls up on her shoulder. And beside her are 2 large spiders, side by side. And she says, I greet you. And she begins speaking in Elven.
Can you speak in like a regular language? Because I don't speak whatever you're talking.
She says, I speak Monkey.
I do.
I can speak in Monkey if you would prefer.
I don't know what Monkey is.
Oh, it is the language of humans. Monkey.
Oh, yeah, that works.
She says, I first say, if you attack me, I shall kill you. But I do not think you will because we have mutual things to discuss. And she peels up her hair and she turns around and she shows you her neck. And there's a bloody chunk of meat torn out of it. And she's not bearing any sign. And she drops her head back down and she goes, I am unmarked. Show me your neck.
I do the hokey pokey and I turn myself around.
Likewise.
So
Yeah.
everyone shows her that they don't have a mark. And she says, this is good. So
Quickfoot, show her.
Quickfoot turns around, puts his tail straight up in the air. All right. And shows her.
Okay.
All right. She says, I think there may be ways for us to support each other. Do you know what I am?
You're an Arania.
I am an Arania, yeah. I am an Arania matriarch, which is more. You, many find on your world, on the place you are from. You are from the city of Black Rock, are you not?
Yes, we are.
So in the land of Black Rock, the matriarchs are very, very rare, are not seen often. But where I come from, we form groups and rule. So you will find 3, sometimes 5 matriarchs spun around each other, working in concert to rule and govern. And these groups become political. They have drones. You call the drones Etacop? So they will have drones that live with them, and we breed the children. We make the small ones, and she pets the little spider, and the larger ones in different types, and they become our children's hair. So now, Sarah Connor and Delbert Galen, go ahead and give me an Arcana check. All right, Delbert, you think the relationship she's talking about may be very similar to a hag's coven, and that they seem to be bound together to use magic communally from what she's describing. So she says, so why am I here? So we come into this place, which is below one of the cities that we hold on my world. We come into this place, and we try and find what is, And I come with sisters, another band of sisters, and another band of sisters, 3 bands of sisters. We come within and we find to fight here. We find orc from like no orc we fought before. We find constructs and machines that shred and rip us limb from limb, and we lose our gate and are trapped within. And the trick of the place is to lose the gate and trap us within. So some of my sisters, and I was for a time, are bound. We live to war. We feed this place, we think. We are not certain, but my coven, my sisters, my band, my group is slain except for me. And when that is slain, the meat at the back of my head breaks because they die, and I am no longer owned, and they have not owned me since. But my other sisters are owned, and they see that I am no longer bound to this place and giving it the gift of our blood and war, and they make me exile. They drive me away, and so I take what I can with me and hide here, up top, and fight against the orcs and others that I find here, including ratmen. So I here now, alone with what left of my kin, of my child's, and I look for allies to fight this. Have I said so, you hear?
Yes.
So, I am... She says this long series of clicks and howls that you don't get. She, call me she. I am mother, but you not call me mother. You are not child, so you may call me she.
I am Delbert.
Delbert.
Name's Penny. Click click.
Penny click click.
No, no.
Is-
You'll click click. I'm Penny.
So, is this this is one of your females. Is your female normally disrespectful like this? She says to Sarah Connor.
No, so this is Penny is just disrespectful in general. She is not to be associated with the other females of either the Dokray or Noish variety. Although I will say that I don't have any other Dokray friends, so maybe it is all Dokray. I will have to, and Benabig takes some notes about whether or not all Dokray females are actually this bitchy. But my name is Genabig, and this is Catapult.
Jenna Bink, do the drones speak for you?
What?
Do the drones speak for you?
You mean Catapult?
No, the drones.
Rats.
No, drones. They have testes, no ovaries.
I think
do
I
not
think you're
make
talking
eggs.
about Delbert and
Oh.
Idris.
They do speak, unfortunately, more than I would like them to. They don't necessarily speak for me, but certainly that one, and she points to Idris, that one is considered somehow pretty and charismatic by most human standards, which is baffling to me. So you'll have to.
No. When I house myself in meat like you, I see him and I think I would mount him. So I understand. Now the other one.
Hear from the back. Oh yeah.
Delbert this Delbert is very well mannered. You have trained your drone well.
I like to think so, yes. But he is also very intelligent, and that helps.
So she goes, Delbert, you may speak to me. Idris, the other one told me his name. What is your name, you?
My name is Idris Regan. Actually, I want to ask a question. Can I channel Shia?
What do you want to do with Shia? Do you want to let
Can she as a general question? If I let her, can I let her talk through me?
She has offered to step forward to you at this point. If you want to, Shia can step forward, but you are now role playing a ancient elf, or I'll do it for you.
No, I got it. I was just curious
All right, yeah.
because he recognizes that they respond better to women than men.
So if you want to surrender your consciousness and let Shia step forward, you can.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that here.
All right. Go right ahead. Everybody immediately give me an insight check. Jenna Bink, I don't know why you had disadvantage on that roll.
Hard to recognize
Penny?
change.
Penny, you're standing right next to Idris, and you see Idris, it's Idris standing there, right? Solid, ready to move forward. You can see he's got that violence sort of hanging in his body like he always does when he's feeling physically challenged. All of a sudden, he shifts in terms of how he's standing. He moves forward on his feet. He becomes more erect somehow. His sense of balance moves from right by his navel into his body a little bit. His complete and total demeanor shifts and changes. And PJ, go right ahead and be Shia.
Okay, Idris will step forward here and address she and say, "Greetings, she. My name is Shia, and I sometimes possess this vessel and wanted to make myself known to you because I see you have been able to throw off the yoke of those controlling you, which is a great, great challenge."
Are you the one that fled?
Yes, I did. If you were referring to the events previously in the past, yes.
You are not bound to the Heartstones and Harvest for what lies below?
No, I am not bound to the ones below. I am simply bound to this one for now.
How may we break the rocks?
Does Shia know that information?
She's not fully integrated with you yet. It's too buried. It's not coming out.
Gotcha. All right, so I got it. So she'll say, well, at this time, no, but it sounds like if we can pool our resources, we can figure out how to take down these controlling pieces and free the denizens of this dungeon.
Have you looked at the fountain or a heartstone and watched the magic sucked within? Have you seen this?
She's referring to the fountain in the other room?
Yeah.
Or the green rocks?
So in both us, the fountain in the other room, you specifically watched. You didn't watch the green rocks. So both Sarah Connor and Delbert had to detect magic up when in that fountain.
All right. So she will turn and say, I did not, I witnessed them, but unfortunately this vessel did not understand. These two did. Please tell she what you saw when you looked in the fountain in the room just adjacent to us.
Very well.
You mean all the glowing runes and such?
Yes, that's exactly it. Go ahead, Delbert. Go ahead, Sarah.
We saw the fountain in the other room absorb the magic from, I forget exactly what it was that happened, but Delbert will describe.
Okay, so Genevieve, go ahead. You can also.
So when we went in there, there was a pool, and unfortunately, when we first started looking at the pool, there was a face in the pool, and then the pool tried to kill us. But then after we killed the thing that was trying to kill us, which happens a lot down here, to be honest with you, the symbols in the pool were swirling, and we saw a disc in the pool. And Delbert, I believe you have that disc now, which is made of steel. And but I haven't seen that type of alloy before, and I am very, very well versed in metallurgy. But there are all these symbols.
You saw then the life force be sucked into the pool. This thing died. Then yes.
Yes.
So this place harvests those that fight within, and many bear the mark of the one that guides the fights, and other bar the marks of guardians or special spaces. I do not understand all, but you have seen the mark on those that fight, yes?
Oh yeah, yes. There have been I've been cataloging all of the symbols on all the various necks of things. Although sometimes they melt quite grotesquely, and there is also parts of this dungeon that actually have come alive and have symbols. Like I might have accidentally touched a column at one point, and it came to life.
Oh yes. This place is cursed in that regard, and that there are often wards in place, some made by the people who live here and some made by the place itself. I do not know for certain, but she describes this symbol to you, right? And she says, this I have seen often, this I have seen most often. It seems to be for those that fight.
We have seen other symbols as well.
So, and you share those with her?
Yeah.
Well, I'll make two.
Yeah, I mean, I will, because I mean it's Genevieve and we're in the dungeon, so she's going to be sharing of knowledge, including all the arcane symbols she's seen, and I'm not going to go through my notes because Dad can
So you've I think identified three, and the only one she sees in common with you is this one, which you have found on constructs. All right, so you have routinely found that one on constructs. So that's the only other one that she's identified with you. All right.
Okay.
So I do not know how long we have been here. Time is broken here. Do you know this? Do you feel the same? That time is broken here.
We've experienced it. Yes.
So I do not know how long I have been here. I do know that life cycle continues. We hatch generations of eggs, and the sisters have access to magic. They made Lochno Drake, maybe I say, and the monkey is is special egg infused with spirit of elder gods and becomes like spider that is dragon. So they made that his primary guardian to fight off others that are below. And that group is down below us farther, and they are there. I hide up here in place I found with my children. So, but I, I will not last much longer. He cannot make children fast enough, and my drones have been slain. I have very few drones left. So, unless you would share your drone.
He seems to be
Well,
very
we
willing to
can
be
make
shared most
this one
times.
here available for you, I believe, for the right price. He isn't attached.
Go ahead, take it.
I'll accept.
Okay. So, well, he is not as attractive as your vessel, but he seems very bright and very intelligent. So she goes, "You are so polite, Delbert. I thank you so much for how you choose to speak to me."
I also speak Elven, if that is an easier language for you to speak.
Oh, the humans live such a short time. They do not have the syntax that Elven does. So I can speak of magic in different ways also. So I prefer Elven for those who can speak it. So
Then we should make it easier for you to do so.
she shifts to Elven, all right? And she says to Jettabink, "May I speak in the Elven tongue? Or does this displease you, Sarah?"
Jenabink, Jenabink is going to try to roll a bluff check.
Excellent.
Deception. Here we go. Let's see how this works. Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, then I will speak in Elven if you are comfortable. She says,
Is she comfortable?
I'm completely uncomfortable. I have no idea what she's saying to me.
she's she's clueless, and you Wells well enough, you're pretty certain that she is aware that Sarah Connor, you can go back to being Jennabank now, Jennabank. You're pretty certain that Jennabank, she's aware that Jennabank for some reason is pretending to speak Elven. She's puzzled by it, not upset by it.
Oh,
Delbert, I would, I say this in Gnomish, actually, hoping that she doesn't understand Gnomish. I know which...
Give us a moment, and this is a problem we can solve. In the meantime, let's stroll over to this other room that has the tables and the chairs.
So she didn't break into your place, by the way. She was very respectful to your place. So if you're inviting her into your house?
Are we inviting her into our house? Yes. All right.
She comes in, she leaves the two large spiders out, but the little wolf spider sits on her shoulder and she pets it. All right. And it kind of crawls around her. So has anybody ever seen somebody with a tarantula that's a pet? Yeah, it's kind of like that. I mean, it seems to be fairly intelligent. It responds to her. It's responding to you. It's interested in its environment and interested in you. And she comes and she sits down. All right.
So I will ritually cast comprehend languages.
Is that that's to hear, right? Yeah.
Isn't that self only though?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it is. Sorry. Didn't realize that.
Okay.
I would know which languages Delbert speaks. Do you speak Gnomish or Dwarven?
I speak Abyssal, Chael, Common, Kumasti, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
Okay. I would, in Dwarvish, hoping that she doesn't understand, say to Delbert, so I need you to tell me everything she says after this, because I don't,
Okay.
So,
well, I can translate in real time for you if you would.
No, because then no, that's fine. I trust you. Afterwards, fine. Yes.
All right. So she sits down and she says, "So we should speak then how we will make war together against this place and others. I know some things, I do not know all, but you may ask questions of me and I will share everything that I have."
And what do you ask in return?
Allies, that who I fight, you fight, that I have safe harbor here, you have safe harbor with me, that we do not take action against each other, that we do not strike each other. My babies and children will be shield and eyes for you. Your, are they your babies? The little rat men?
No.
No, I will not let my children eat your babies. Your rats. I will not let my
Okay.
children eat them. I would say that we have alliance and we fight together to survive. So, can you lead me out? Can you take me to your home? Because I will not stay here forever. I will not be trapped here. I cannot be. It's only a matter of time before my bloodline is extinguished. Insight from everybody.
Including me, if I'm not understanding what she's saying.
Just take it with disadvantage.
All right.
All right. Penny still got it. All right. Oh, Shia's got it. Shia dropped a 20. I mean, Shia did very well. Shia, this is a big deal to her. This is not her just when she says her bloodline would be extinguished. This is like what the Idris, the Thonian you ride. This would be like his bloodline being extinguished. This is like a royal thing for her. And Delbert, you feel the same sort of thing. So,
Okay.
all right. So this is really important to her. She's like saying my noble house would be extinguished. All right. She says, so if you could find me home in your home, I would long be ally of your blood.
Well, I do believe that several of Idris's associates do have external lodgings where you might be able to stay.
So then we work together and so we work to fight our way free, we work to defeat the things within, and you will help me save my bloodline and my children.
Yes.
I swear by the mother of spiders, I will not betray you and treat you as kinsmen. So I swear by my name, my blood, and my faith. Do you swear also?
I swear that I will. Yes, absolutely. I'll repeat that and except
Oh dear.
substituting where appropriate. You know, in our case.
So you'd be
would
saying something
be-
like, I swear by House Galen and by the bond I have to adhere to keep faith with you, something like that?
Yes, exactly.
Shia, how are you handling
And
this?
I'll
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Delbert.
as we're talking, I'll just sort of repeat back to her what she's saying, so that Genevieve can comprehend.
You're gonna
Repeat it back
the comment.
in monkey.
Monkey. She seems to be aware of what you're doing, and she doesn't seem bothered by it at all. So,
Okay.
Idris, I'm going to ask Idris this: how is Shia handling Idris in this? Is Shia going to make the oath, or is it how's she going to
No,
do
it's
it?
gonna be Idris.
So does she release Idris?
Yeah, so she's gonna say, "I must release him so he can give you his word." As me speaking for him would not be appropriate.
Excellent. Go ahead and do that. And what happens to Idris when he comes back into control of his body?
Well, since he realized it, so the way that I'm kind of approaching this as he realized in this social situation, he probably could have talked to her, probably done okay, but she would respond better to a female. So he knew in order to get ahead here, his best bet was to let Shia do the talking, and Shia probably knows more than him about what's going on because he hasn't really been paying attention. So he figured, since whenever he's done something she hasn't liked, which has usually been something not good, that she was probably more one way of the spectrum than him. So now that I assume that just like when she's in the blade, he sees and hears what's going on.
Yeah.
With his, yeah.
Go ahead and give me a charisma save as you take control of your body again.
Okay. Oh man, these are low rolls for me, Ted. So please work with me.
You're good. You're good. You actually come back. Go ahead and roll as you, not as Shia.
No, good point.
Yeah, that plus 11 just ain't happening.
I was like, yeah. It's just cut off 3.
All right, so you are able to immediately step back in. You see, there's this moment like two people standing in a doorway making eye contact, right? And you realize that there's always a risk that you may not be able to fully return, but you are able to make that transition. And it's not a conscious thing. She's not trying to steal you. It's just you've got two people sharing a body. All right, when you choose to do this. So you step into your body, and everybody you see, his shoulders slump, him rest back on his hips, his hand goes to his sword, and he makes the oath, correct?
Yes, I swear on my own name, Idris Regan, that I will honor the terms and conditions set forth within.
Are you going to swear by Henron also?
No, by Hirsch.
By Hirsch. That was
Yes.
a tad error. All right, so you go ahead and do that. Now, Jenabink and Penny, how are you handling this?
Well, I need somebody to translate for me what she wants first. In verbatim.
I've been translating as we go.
I thought you'd just been translating in Dwarven to Jenabink.
No. Into monkey, into
monkey now?
common.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I promise I ain't gonna kill any of your kids or you or nothing. As long as you try not to do that stuff to us.
Yeah, and I think this is an excellent opportunity for me to research her family without having being in any duress situation. So I also swear to not harm them. And oh, by the way, I also think the matriarchal ideation of things is excellent, and I would love to have conversations about how to work with drones in the future.
I have a question for all of you, and it is something I come to realize now. Is it in your world that your drones are of the blood and the queens are not of the blood?
No, it's just in this situation that we happen to get those of us that are not of the blood are much more free to do whatever we want to, and we find it actually to be much more pleasing to not be of the blood. There are varieties of both drone and females of both varieties. Yes.
Yeah.
I understand. So it's like orc. Sometimes women lead, sometimes men lead.
Yes.
Sadly, the women never seem to lead, which is a large problem.
You hear from the back.
I would say, sister,
have you
met
my mother? She definitely leads.
Well, also the people of the blood in like the Thonians, they're like soft, You know what I mean? Like soft, like pudgy. They got nothing going on, man. They're not hard and warriors.
She looks at Idris, looks at you, looks at Delbert, who I think has a 14 strength, right?
Yeah.
Looks at you and goes, "Oh, if I will allow you to hold opinions as you do about your own flesh, I do not know. But I am sorry to Idris and Delbert. I am sorry that I spoke to you as if you were mindless drone. I sorry."
No offense was taken.
About the Idris thing, the mindless drone thing, I don't know if you're really that far off, sister.
You may take it.
I shall.
So, well, I think what we should do is we should have palaver. We should sit, we should speak, and we should know more of each other, eh? I call children to God's stair.
Please do.
And it gets up and it touches her face, and she looks at it and she purrs to it and she clicks, and it takes off and goes down. And she says, "So, beloved new friends, eh? Allies against the dark that dwells in the rock behind us, and I think would eat our souls. I think feeds on those who fall. We shall speak." And on that note, we're going to close down the session. And next week, we'll begin a real serious conversation with what appears to be your new ally. So, before we close, let's talk briefly about where everybody is, what their reactions were today, what their experiences were, how they felt about things. And we will start with, who wants to go first? Jenna Bink.
So this is an interesting research opportunity, and clearly Janet Pink is all about the mysterious spider feminist power. So yes, thank you. So she'll ride that as much as she can, although she is very much not of the crap. I don't speak. Clearly Janet Pink's going to have to pick up some languages somehow because she's really tired of feeling stupid. And but otherwise, this should be interesting, and she's just as happy not to have to kill things. She would much rather study things, but things have been trying to kill her so much lately.
Understood. So, Matt, where is Penny right now?
Penny's happy that we're able to get out of the horrible death room full of undead and terribleness. And also, it sounds very positive to Penny and encouraging that not everything down here potentially wants to kill us, that there are things that would be willing to work with us in order to help steer clear of this. She's actually very curious to understand what the political dynamics are of down here, because she understands that like once you can start working with various groups and plotting them against one another, that you can actually have a possible opportunity to move deeper and get more things accomplished.
So Penny's looking at this, and Penny's saying, okay, the chessboard's more complex than I thought it was. It's not just about combat. It's not just about killing all these things. There's other things going on, and that Penny sees that as having real value then?
Yeah, absolutely, because if we can get other people to spill their blood for our goals instead of just us, that is an opportunity gained.
Excellent. So love that internal narrative with Penny, by the way. I really think that, that defines her. It's this Machiavellian sense of politics that's very interesting to see your role play, so that's excellent. So, Delbert, what you thinking?
Well, it's nice to finally have some allies down here. And I'm just thinking, what would happen if we brought her to the surface? We should try that. The worst that can happen is that she gets imprisoned for being, evil or a sorceress. Where's the bad side?
So I'd look forward to a really rock-solid cabal discussion between you and Idris about that, too. I mean, I think that's a conversation the two of you would have some insight into. So that's going to be something that I'd like to see played out in character.
You know what? I keep forgetting that Idris is now a cabal member and one of us.
No,
Oh, you don't know that.
being a parolee is different than being a member.
Well, okay.
but still. And he does know that because of the conversation he had with the Inquisitor in Blackmoor.
When?
Oh, true. Yeah.
When the two of them met face to face.
It's like saying Penny is a member of the Guard because she worked in the sewers once.
He doesn't know everything that you're doing. Idris, he doesn't know everything you're doing, but he knows that you're working with them to a certain extent. He doesn't know your formal role.
I got you.
All right. So go ahead, Idris. where are you?
Yeah, so that was what Idris was thinking.
Oh.
Not so much the Cabal.
By the way, when you step forward as Shia, everybody, round of applause. That was excellent work. Yeah, thank you.
Well, Margaret Thatcher would like to thank all of the common folk on this stream. All of you. You know, the Iron Lady Shia will rise again at some point.
The crown's been paying off, BJ.
Hell yeah. Never was so many people so conflicted about, that lady.
So where's Idris at then?
In his mind, if he can get them out, the problem isn't going to be really the Cabal. It's going to be the gatekeeper and those elves as soon as we step out.
Yeah.
So
Possibly.
he's really considering turning his Hirsch powers on as soon as he steps out of the gate and blowing some charisma rolls at these dudes to be like, yep, nope, Cabal business, and then walk out. And then when he's on the other side, nope, King Uther business when he rolls up to the Cabal and playing both sides for that.
So you believe that to successfully integrate she into the society will require the full blessings of Hirsch.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then it's like, hey, the ball works great for that because there's sewer access, and we're under the impression that there's some other entrance somewhere. And
so
these spiders might be able to help us because they can be all over the place.
So how dead did you guys think you were separately with all those orcs starting to show up too?
I felt we could have handled them.
Okay, would have been a good fight, but still possible, right? Yeah, that's the way I felt about it too. But it also gave you a really good opportunity to see what else was in the dungeon, so that's good. So
I was feeling positive about 20 ghouls.
There we go. I really want to thank everybody for coming in to see us today. We had a whole bunch of new people stick their head in and watch the stream. I appreciate that. We do a couple things here. We're playing D&D. We run good fights. We use the rules. We have good tactical interactions at the same time. We tell a story. We're in character, and we engage the narrative as much as we can. The people here, 3 of them were writers with Dave Arneson in Blackmoor, and they worked with me in the MMORPG. And Delbert is the person who doesn't have Blackmoor in his blood, but he's very quickly absorbing that and moving forward. This dungeon, this adventure was based on a conversation I had with Dave Arneson back to Gen Con before he passed away, where I said, hey, Dave, I got an idea about the dungeons of Castle Blackmoor. What do you think? And Dave Arneson, being Dave Arneson, said, oh, yeah, try it, Ted. That sounds great, and gave me some good feedback. So you're seeing those ideas become manifest now in the 5th edition rules for Dungeons & Dragons. Thank you all so very much for watching our stream. Let's raid somebody.
Since we just made a friend, a spidery friend, I think it's only fitting that we raid the Night Mother. She's playing D&D right now. Classy Katie is an amazing streamer. She plays D&D. She's an excellent role player. She plays a lot on Table Story, and yeah, she's just all around a good person. So let's give Classic Katie a raid. Tell her hi when we get there.
All right, awesome. Uther once and always. See you next week, same time.
Rock and roll.
Get yo bits.